Hello students, I am Udipto Pal. I teach mathematics at Bipara College of Alipurduar district. In earlier lecture, we have learned different types of relations, that is reflexive relation, symmetric relation and transitive relation, and one more relation, that is equivalence relation. And in this lecture, I will discuss some important results and theorems on this topic. So we have learned equivalence relation on a non-empty set S. That is, if S be any non-empty set and R be any binary relation on the set S, then the relation R is said to be reflexive if ordered pair AA belongs to the relation R for all A belongs to the set S. That is, the element A is related to itself for all A in the set S. And the relation R is said to be symmetric if for any two elements A and B in the set S, ordered pair AB belongs to R implies ordered pair B also belongs to R, then we say that the relation R is a symmetric relation on the set S. That is, if A is related to B in R, then B must be related to A in the same relation R to be a symmetric relation. And the relation R is said to be transitive if for any three elements A, B and C in S, if ordered pair AB belongs to R and ordered pair BC belongs to R implies ordered pair AC also belongs to R. That is, if A is related to B and B is related to C, then A must be related to C to be a transitive relation on the given set S. And when a relation R is reflexive, symmetric as well as transitive on the set S, then such a relation is called the equivalence relation or RST relation on the given set S. Now consider the first question on this topic, that is on relation. Suppose you have been given a non-empty set capital A whose members are 1, 2 and 3, and you are asked to define a relation R on this set A in such a way that R is reflexive and transitive but not a symmetric relation on the set A. So suppose I am defining a relation R on this set A as follows, and you write this relation on the paper. The relation R is R equal to ordered pair 1 1, ordered pair 2 2, ordered pair 3 3 and ordered pair 2 1. That is the members of the relation R are ordered pair 1 1, ordered pair 2 2, ordered pair 3 3 and ordered pair 2 1. Now see that the elements of the given set A are 1, 2 and 3, and the ordered pair corresponding to these three elements are ordered pair 1 1, ordered pair 2 2 and ordered pair 3 3, and all of these three also belongs to the relation R, and hence by definition of the reflexive relation on a given set, we can say that this relation R is a reflexive relation on the set A, as ordered pair AA belongs to R for all A belongs to the given set A. Now see that for transitivity, here the first ordered pair, that is ordered pair 1 1, so here A equal to 1 and B equal to 1, but there no more other ordered pairs which begins with this B, that is with B equal to 1. That is, ordered pair AB belongs to the relation R but ordered pair BC doesn't belong to R. So there is no meaning to check whether AC belongs to R or not. Now for the second ordered pair, that is ordered pair 2 2, so here A equal to 2 and B equal to 2, and there is one more ordered pair 2 1. That is, here B equal to 2 and C equal to 1. So ordered pair 2 2 belongs to relation R, ordered pair 2 1 belongs to relation R. So A B is 2 2, BC is 2 1, and then ordered pair AC is 2 1, which also belongs to the relation R. Now for the third ordered pair, see that ordered pair 3 3, here A equal to 3 and B equal to 3, but there exists no more ordered pairs which begins with this B, that is with B equal to 3. That is, ordered pair AB belongs to the relation R but ordered pair BC does not belongs to R. So no need to check whether AC belongs to R or not. Now for the third ordered pair 2 1, here A equal to 2 and B equal to 1, and there exists one more ordered pair, namely ordered pair 1 1, where B equal to 1 and C equal to 1. That is, here AB is 2 1 and BC is 1 1, then AC must be 2 1, which also belongs to the relation R. That is, ordered pair AB belongs to relation R and ordered pair BC belongs to relation R implies ordered pair AC belongs to the relation R, and hence this relation R is a transitive relation on the given set A. But see that for symmetricity, that is ordered pair 2 1 belongs to the relation R, but ordered pair 1 2, that is reverse order of this ordered pair 2 1 does not belong to the relation R. That is ordered pair 2 1 belongs to the relation R, but ordered pair 1 2 does not belong to the relation R, and hence this relation R is not a symmetric relation on the given set A. That is, I have defined a relation R on the given set A in such a way that R is reflexive and transitive but not a symmetric relation. Now consider the second question on the same set capital A. The question is, suppose you have been given a set capital A whose members are 1, 2 and 3, and you are asked to define a relation capital R on this set A in such a way that the relation R is reflexive and symmetric but not a transitive relation. So the given set A is 1, 2 and 3, and I am defining a relation R on this set A as follows. The members of the relation R are ordered pair 1 1, ordered pair 2 2, ordered pair 3 3, ordered pair 2 3, ordered pair 3 2, ordered pair 1 2 and ordered pair 2 1. So see that the elements of the given set A are 1, 2 and 3, and the ordered pair corresponding to these three elements are ordered pair 1 1, 2 2 and 3 3, and all of these three also belongs to the relation R. That is, ordered pair AA belongs to R for all A belongs to the given set capital A, and hence by definition of reflexive relation we can say that this relation R is a reflexive relation on the given set A. Now for transitivity, see that here the ordered pair 3 2 belongs to the relation R, ordered pair 2 1 also belongs to the relation R, but ordered pair 3 1 does not belong to the relation R. That is, 3 is related to 2 and 2 is also related to 1, but 3 is not related to 1. That is, ordered pair AB belongs to R, ordered pair BC belongs to R, but ordered pair AC does not belong to R, and hence this relation R is not a transitive relation on the given set A. Now we will check whether R is symmetric on A or not. So see that the reverse order of the first three elements, that is ordered the reverse order of the element ordered pair 1 1 is 1 1 itself, the reverse order of 2 2 is 2 2 itself, the reverse order of 3 3 is 3 3 itself, and all of which belongs to the relation R, and the fourth element in the relation R, that is 2 3, the reverse order of this element is 3 2, which also belongs to the relation R, and the reverse order of the element 3 2 is 2 3, which also belongs to the relation R, and reverse order of the element 1 2 is also belongs to the relation R, and reverse order of the element 2 1, that is 1 2, which also belongs to the relation R. That is, ordered pair AB belongs to R implies ordered pair BA belongs to R for all AB belongs to the relation given set A, and hence this condition is satisfied for being a symmetric relation. Therefore this relation R is a relation which is reflexive and symmetric but not a transitive relation. Now let us see an important theorem on this topic. The theorem is, the intersection of two equivalence relation on a set is an equivalence relation, and the proof of the theorem is as follows. So suppose rho and sigma be two equivalence relation on this set S, then by definition of equivalence relation we can say that both of rho and sigma are reflexive, symmetric as well as transitive. Now we will show that the relation rho intersection sigma is an equivalence relation, and for which at first we need to show that the relation rho intersection sigma is a reflexive relation. So let's see. So consider any arbitrary element small a belongs to the given set S. Now since both of rho and sigma are reflexive, then we can say that ordered pair AA belongs to rho for all A belongs to S, and ordered pair AA belongs to sigma for all A belongs to S. That is, ordered pair AA is an ordered pair which belongs to both of rho and sigma, and hence we can say that ordered pair AA belongs to rho intersection sigma, as we know that any element belongs to the intersection of two sets if the elements belongs to the two sets individually, and the ordered pair AA is one such ordered pair which belongs to both of the sets, that is rho and sigma, and hence ordered pair AA belongs to rho intersection sigma. That is, we have got that ordered pair AA belongs to rho intersection sigma for all A belongs to S, and by reflexivity we can say that the relation rho intersection sigma is reflexive on the given set S. Now we will see whether the relation rho intersection sigma is symmetric or not. So for this purpose we consider any two elements A, B belongs to the given set S, and suppose ordered pair AB belongs to rho intersection sigma. Then ordered pair AB belongs to rho and ordered pair AB belongs to sigma. And since rho and sigma both are symmetric, therefore the reverse order of these two ordered pairs, that is ordered pair BA also belongs to rho and ordered pair BA also belongs to sigma. And since the ordered pair BA belongs to rho and sigma individually, hence ordered pair BA belongs to the intersection of these two relations, that is rho intersection sigma. Therefore we have got that ordered pair AB belongs to rho intersection sigma implies ordered pair BA also belongs to rho intersection sigma, and by the conditions of symmetric relation we can say that rho intersection sigma is a symmetric relation on the given set S. Now for transitivity. So let ordered pair AB belongs to rho intersection sigma and ordered pair BC belongs to rho intersection sigma for any three elements A, B, C belongs to the given set S. Now ordered pair AB belongs to rho intersection sigma and ordered pair BC also belongs to rho intersection sigma. From this we can say that ordered pair AB and ordered pair BC belongs to rho, and ordered pair AB, ordered pair BC belongs to sigma. Now since both of rho and sigma are transitive, and hence ordered pair AB belongs to rho, ordered pair BC belongs to rho, will imply ordered pair AC belongs to rho, and again ordered pair AB belongs to sigma, ordered pair BC belongs to sigma will imply ordered pair AC belongs to sigma. That is, ordered pair AC is one such ordered pair which belongs to both of rho and sigma, and hence ordered pair AC belongs to rho intersection sigma. So we have got that ordered pair AB belongs to rho intersection sigma, ordered pair BC belongs to rho intersection sigma implies ordered pair AC belongs to rho intersection sigma. And by the condition of transitivity we can say that this relation is a transitive relation on the given set S. That is, we have seen that rho intersection sigma is a relation which is reflexive, symmetric as well as transitive on the given set S, and hence this relation, that is rho intersection sigma, is an equivalence relation on the given set S. This completes the proof. Now let us see another theorem on this topic. That is, that theorem is that the union of two equivalence relation is not necessarily an equivalence relation on any non-empty set S. So we will prove this theorem by providing a counter example. Okay, that is, in earlier theorem we have seen that the intersection of two equivalence relation must be an equivalence relation, but in this theorem we will see that the union of two equivalent relation is not necessarily an equivalent relation on the given set S. So for this purpose we consider a relation R and S on the set capital A whose members are 1, 2 and 3. Suppose we have been given a set capital A whose members are 1, 2 and 3, and I am defining a relation R on this set A as follows. The members of the relation R are ordered pair 1, 1, ordered pair 2, 2, ordered pair 3, 3, ordered pair 1, 2, ordered pair 2, 1. And let us define another relation capital S on the given set A whose members are ordered pair 1, 1, ordered pair 2, 2, ordered pair 3, 3, ordered pair 1, 3 and ordered pair 3, 1. So you can check yourself that both of these two relations, that is R and S, are equivalence relations. Now the relation R union S is ordered pair 1 1, ordered pair 2 2, ordered pair 3 3, ordered pair 1 2, ordered pair 2 1, ordered pair 1 3, and ordered pair 3 1. So notice that here the ordered pair 3 1 belongs to R union S, and ordered pair 1 2 also belongs to R union S, but the ordered pair 3 2 does not belongs to R union S. That is, there exist two ordered pairs, that is ordered pair AB and ordered pair BC. Both of them belongs to the relation R, but the resulting ordered pair, that is ordered pair AC, does not belong to the relation R union S, and hence this relation R union S is not transitive on the given set S. And since the relation R union S is not transitive, then by the definition of equivalence relation we can say that this relation R union S is not an equivalence relation on the given set S, and therefore we can say that the union of two equivalence relation on a given set S is not necessarily an equivalence relation. Okay students, thank you for your attention. In next lecture we will see some more results and theorems on this topic and a new topic, that is equivalence class. Thank you.
This and other episodes of Radio EduPods, Radio for Learning, are available on Listen to My Radio app at 6 p.m. from Monday to Friday and at 6 a.m. from Tuesday to Saturday. All episodes are available on Salesian TV YouTube channel. Share, like and subscribe Salesian TV, the ultimate learning resource channel.